Raider Nation, Raider Nation, Raider Nation, Raider Nation. Here we go, Raider Nation. G1.
G2.
That's G2.
What's up, Raider Nation?
Reppin' Raiders. Always representing Raiders. Hey, not again, but it's my wife's birthday, so we got a little crab to crack here, a little lobster, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, right? But this is my friend Josh Jacob. Just got it recently, so I'm gonna put a little bib on.
Josh Jacob.
Gonna bust the crab, potatoes, corn, lobster. My wife's birthday, so we doing it big. But we promised you guys that we would do Raider video. Apologize we didn't do one last week, but been a lot going on in the Raider Raider world. So a lot been going on. G2 is gonna hit me with some questions, and I'm gonna answer them best of my ability.
Yes, sir. Okay. So the Raiders, they pick up in free agency. The Raiders pick up Kenyan Drake from the Arizona Cardinals. We signed him for a 2-year deal for $11 million, worth up to $14.5 million. So Kenyan Drake, a 2-year deal. What do you think about that for our running back? So now we have Josh Jacobs, we have Kenyan Drake, of course, and then we have Theo Riddick.
Yeah.
So that's our main running back rotation. How do you feel about that?
We still have Rashad, right?
Jalen Richard, they might let him go, but I think they should keep him.
Yeah.
Because we have like a 3-headed monster. We'll have Josh Jacobs, of course, Kenyan Drake, and we'll have Theo Riddick and Jalen Richard. I think that'd be a perfect running back combination. 4-headed monster, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what I think about that. Like, see what else they did. They picked up a running back, so that's good for us.
Let me give a little extra comment on that.
2-year deal.
Yeah. Well.
Right.
I'm sure you familiar with Kenyan Drake. Very explosive young man. Very explosive.
Arizona Cardinals.
He's the kind of player that John Gruden been looking for, you know. Somebody who come out of the backfield. That third down back that could come out of the backfield, either catch it out of the backfield, toss out of the backfield, actually run it. So he has that breakaway speed, you know, and it's just a plus to me, you know. 2-headed monster, let's go, you know, let's do it.
Kenyan Drake and Josh Jacobs.
Let's do it.
I like that combination.
That's a 2-headed monster that right now, on paper, it's probably one of the better backfields in the league already without even playing a game. So,
right,
let's go.
So Kenyan Drake, last season, 2020 stats. Okay, we have 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns, averaging 4 yards a carry. So that's hella good. So mix that with Josh Jacobs, and he'll be good on the red zone, on the goal line positions. Josh Jacobs, and he's like a knick-knack quarterback. He's like a gadget man, so they can move him all over the field.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Kenyan Drake. So
that's what I'm talking about.
10 touchdowns last season. That's pretty good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So, you know, we have to boost up our running backs. And Josh Jacobs, he struggled a little bit. You know, Richie Incognito got hurt. But Richie Incognito, he's going to come back. So, a few things been going on with our O-line. Our O-line is, you know, we have to fix it up again. You know, have to repatch it. So, we have Rodney Hudson. He's going to the Arizona Cardinals. We're going to send a 7th-round draft pick to the Arizona Cardinals, and they're going to return the 3rd-round pick to us, to the Las Vegas Raiders. So go Raiders!
Yeah,
we got a 3rd-round pick for Rodney Hudson. What do you think about that? You know, Rodney Hudson's an Arizona Cardinal now, so he's with
you know,
he's with Kyler Murray.
I watch YouTube all week. It's just like nobody really can believe it. You know, it's just like, you know, from the syndicate, the networks to YouTubers. Everybody was like, "What is going on?"
Right.
O-line, can you fix this? You know, is this something that you know? What's the plan? And as you start observing what's going on, they're playing. And you know, Rodney Hudson.
Love Rodney Hudson.
Yeah,
he's been great for the Raiders, but I guess it's time to let go. It's been a lot of money. We saved about $12 million letting Rodney go, and we also let Gabe Jackson go.
Yeah. So see, both of those players being moved really shocked a lot of people, surprised a lot of people. They both were solid players.
Right. So the Raiders are trading Gabe Jackson to the Seattle Seahawks. So now he's going to be with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, he's been tired of getting beat up by the O-line, not protecting. You know, he kind of threw his guys under the bus, Russell Wilson. But now they give him Gabe Jackson. So what do you think about that? So we get a 5th-round pick for him.
Hey, I'm cool with the picks, but, you know, and let me see the scissors. Yeah. It seemed like we have the replacement. We already had the guys in camp already to replace them.
Yeah.
And just that, you hate to see
Gabe Jackson. Yeah. He's gonna definitely help Russell Wilson for sure.
You hate to see the quality players go, man. You know, it's like, you know, something that
I'm gonna miss him.
That we've always lacked was great players, you know, and then you get a couple solid players really haven't done nothing wrong, you know, and then you hear that they've been traded away.
Right.
Sort of like, what just happened? You know, and that's how most of the YouTubers were like, hey, wow, Gabe Jackson was traded, Rodney Hudson was traded.
Yeah.
You know, because originally it was like Rodney Hudson was released. You're like, what? Released? And that lasted for 2 or 3 days where it was just saying he was released.
Right.
And then
they finally did
the rumor was almost the same for Gabe. And they're like, oh, he was released. I'm like, release? Come on. So to get something back, to get a 3rd round for Rodney and a 5th round for Gabe, we can make something out of that.
Right. What do you think the Las Vegas Raiders will put those picks? You know, we get a 3rd round for Rodney Hudson, and then we get a 5th round for Gabe Jackson. So,
hey, all I gotta say is this: Mike Mayock supposed to be a draft guru. Make the magic happen, baby.
I know, Mike Mayock, man.
You know,
he can do it, man. A 3rd round and a 5th round pick for 2 of our top O linemen.
Make the magic happen.
Gabe Jackson and Rodney Hudson. I think they should definitely retire a Raider. We'll see what happens.
I only got one thing to say. Don't trade with Patriots anymore, man. Come on. You know, these are not our friends.
Mm-hmm.
Don't trade Patriots.
So the Raiders pick up a center. We pick up a center from the Houston Texans, Nick Martin. So he's 6'4", 295 pounds, 27 years old, coming from Notre Dame. Nick Martin, center, because we lost Rodney Hudson to the Arizona Cardinals.
Was he from Texas?
He was from the Texans, I believe. Nick Martin. So we have to do something to replace all of our players. We were losing them in free agency, so all of the players we're losing in free agency, we have to, you know, pick up some more people to fill their spots.
But you know, like during the week, it seemed like we have a guy who replaced Rodney last year for a couple games, right. James, and he did a good job. And most people were speculating that Andre James was going to be the replacement.
Right, he might go to center. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. You know, the musical chairs with the O-line. We'll see who fits where. But Colton Miller, he's good on the left side. So then we have Denzel Good. No, we have Colton Miller Then we have Richie Incognito. Then the guy you were just talking about, wasn't it James? He might go to center. And we still have Cotton.
Yeah, yeah.
So we also have Cotton. He's really good, our right tackle. Lester Cotton. We still have Lester Cotton. So, but Denzel Good, he cashed in.
Oh yeah. He's supposed to.
So the Raiders finally they pick up some of their good free agents that's been helping them through the season.
That's what you want to do. You want to build from within as often as you can.
Right. Denzel Good, he's been backing up Gabe Jackson for the whole season, so he deserves it. You know, I'm proud of you, Denzel Good. Got a 2-year deal. Let's make the best of it. Congratulations.
What else you got for me?
Okay, the Raiders, guess who they re-signed? Zay Jones.
I told you that.
One of Derek Carr's favorite targets for some reason.
He liked him. Well, we know that during the offseason,
good special teams player.
He was acknowledged for coming out and working out with Derek in the desert, getting together and working out during the offseason, and became a favorite target of Derek.
Right.
And also, you know, he's reliable and he got, you know, has good speed. And hey, keep building. If he's good, quarterback like him, bring him back.
So last season, Zay Jones had 14 catches for 154 yards and 1 touchdown. He averaged 11 yards a catch.
That's what I'm talking about. That's pretty decent.
So
11 yards is decent.
Coming out of Eagles, Zay Jones.
Yeah.
He deserves his money. He's a veteran. And the Raiders they also need help on the D-line, of course, you know. So they re-signed Jonathan Hankins. What do you think about that?
Well, you know, if you don't have to go out and find him, he's already in there.
Right.
You know, continue with the depth.
And he's coming from Ohio State University.
Yeah, continue building. You know, you don't want to let go of a good player, especially somebody who, you know, got a great upside.
Veteran.
You don't want to let him go, especially when you can bring him back on a nice dime. You know, you're not spending a whole lot of money.
Right. So last season, Jonathan Hankins had 27 tackles, 1 sack. So 27 tackles and 1 sack. What do you think about that? We brought him back, so he must have did something good. Maybe in the run game?
Well, we lost the coach last year, so let you know that probably feel that the players are up to the caliber of play under coach. So I would look at, you know, bringing them back.
All right.
Bring them back, you know. Give them the opportunity to prove itself, you know. You know, some of the guys they let go, you know, I feel the same way about them. And maybe they were let go prematurely because, you know, you let go of the coach, you know, because you felt that the coach wasn't doing a good job.
Right.
Things that came out in the media about the coach sort of let everybody know that the coach wasn't doing a great job. So, you know, give the players a shot to come back, see what they got.
Right. I want our viewers to know, like, you know, we eat good over here. So I'm G2, this is G1, and you know we eat good. Let me show you what we got over here. See all that meat? That's all meat.
So what do you think about Joyner being let go?
I think it's something that the Raiders have to do. He was a good player, but he couldn't find his niche. They wanted to make him like a gadget guy. They wanted to put him in the slot, and he was getting burnt. So we had to move on. Let me see what else we have coming in. The Raiders, they re-signed Nicholas Morrow. What do you think about that?
That's a great sign.
Great linebacker help for us.
That's a great sign, but we're still in the market for that linebacker. We still need that alpha male in the middle.
So do you think the Raiders will draft a linebacker?
They have to. You got to stop putting it off, man.
Man,
You getting all this draft capital? Capital? Maybe because I'm eating, I can't say the word right.
Also,
But, yeah. You have to, let's get that man in the middle. Let's get that alpha male in the middle. Somebody can call the plays for you.
Right.
Let's go from there.
The Raiders also re-signed a wide receiver, John Brown, ex-Raider. What do you think about that? Last season.
Was he an ex-Raider?
Yeah, John Brown. He played for the Raiders for a little bit.
Really?
I don't know if he made the final roster, but he did play for the Raiders for a little while. So John Brown, last season he averaged 13.9 yards a catch.
Yeah.
3 TDs, and he had 500 yards.
Well,
33 catches, and he was also in the playoffs with the Buffalo Bills. So it's definitely a veteran player, John Brown. He's gonna make some of those guys get nervous because when he gets on the field, he's gonna make plays, and Henry Ruggs and Hunter Renfro's gonna make his plays. So we need the other guy to step up for sure.
yeah, please. Thank you. Yeah, I went and looked at some film on him, and it looked like a reliable catcher, man.
John Brown, yes sir.
I was looking at some of the film.
He's gonna spread the field.
Catching balls in traffic. Yak. A lot of yak. Nifty mover.
Right.
He's able to, once he get the ball in his hand, he's elusive. He's hard to catch. So I really enjoyed the film.
Right. John Brown. He's going to definitely start. He's going to start on the other side of Henry Ruggs. So I think he's going to start for sure. John Brown.
Yeah, my thing was, I just think, being a humble player that Henry Ruggs is,
he needs to step up.
No, that's not what I'm getting ready to say. What I'm getting ready to say is he needs his targets. Put the ball on me. If I drop it, it's my fault. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Put the ball on me. Give me my drops. Give me my catches. Give me my targets. Okay. I only can be as great as you allow me to be. If you're not throwing me the ball, then you can't call me a bust. So the young man, we took him in the first round. He should be demanding targets. Any top receiver is they're gonna whine a little bit, which he hasn't done. He said, you know what, you can use me any way you want to use me, but as you become a elite receiver, you have to demand your targets, and you can't. You brought me in to be a star. You didn't bring me in to be second to these guys.
Right.
You didn't bring me in to be second to Hunter Renfro. You didn't bring me in to be second to this guy or that guy. Undrafted guys and blah, 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 whatever. You brought me in number 1 draft pick, number 1 in the draft. I was your number 1 pick of that year. You owe me the targets.
Nephew Henry Ruggs, he's gonna be in his sophomore season, so give him a chance. His rookie season was up and down.
You missing what I'm saying though? He only as good as the targets he get, man.
But you can't blame Derek Carr because he did drop some balls.
Did I say blame Derek Carr?
Yeah.
Hey, if you only target me 10 times, I drop 2. That breaks my percentage. First of all, I only had 10 targets, and now if I gotta look at people like Kobe Bryant. He's gonna take another shot. He's not gonna stop shooting because he missed a shot.
Right.
So you got to give me my opportunities. And I got to the 8-8 season wasn't like we were a playoff team.
Right. Yes, sir.
It's like. You brought me in to change this thing.
Right.
Then that one game, that he won the game was at the end of the game.
Ooh.
Ruggs.
Oh yeah, Henry Ruggs against the Jets.
Yeah.
That was a good play. That was a bomb. You know, the defensive coordinator got fired because he called the wrong play, so he got fired.
But Ruggs is open a lot, man. He wasn't getting the targets.
I know, but we can't talk about the past. You know, we got to move forward. You know what happened last season is last season. You know, we were 8-8.
I'm not talking about the past. I'm talking about the future.
Better.
I'm talking about the future.
We got to do better.
He's still a number 1 overall draft pick. Going into this season, it got to be known he has to get in somebody's face and say, I expect my targets. Use me as a decoy 2 or 3 plays, give me a target next play. Use me for a decoy 2 or 3 plays, give me a target.
Yeah.
I should get my touches every game. You don't spend that kind of money on a first-round draft pick and then don't get a kid his target. He should be the number one option out there.
We're gonna see the upcoming season. Like I said, it's the sophomore season. We're gonna see what he does. We're gonna see how bigger he gets, how smarter he gets. The game is more mental than physical for sure.
I wouldn't disagree that.
So he has to get into the playbook. He has to learn the plays. You know, he has the physical capabilities. He has the speed. He has the natural speed. He has the natural talent.
Do you think John Gruden would have started him if he didn't know the playbook?
He's good, man.
What was the compliment that they gave him was that
he still has to earn his position. You can't just give any man a starting position.
The compliment on Ruggs was he's a hard worker.
It doesn't matter what you did in college. When you step into the professional league, what you did in college is the past. If you were Heisman Trophy, you were the Player of the Year. It doesn't matter when you get to the NFL. So that's why I said his sophomore season, we're gonna see what he does. We're gonna see whose position he takes. Is he gonna be the number 1 receiver, Henry Ruggs? Is Henry Ruggs gonna be the number 2 receiver? You know, I think John Brown is definitely gonna be the number 2 receiver, and Henry Ruggs will be the first, and then we have maybe Hunter Renfrow being the 3rd.
You watch Raider games as well as I do.
Right.
Okay, were you satisfied with the number of targets that Hunter Ruggs was getting?
He can put it like this. He can only adapt to what he's doing, what he's getting. So he made the best out of what he could do. He dropped a few passes. We're not gonna cry about that, Henry Ruggs. This season we want you to catch everything. You know, we're not gonna beat you up for what you did. It's your rookie season. We're gonna give you a chance. You're going to come back clean slate. You're going to be bigger in the locker room. You're going to be bigger off field. You're going to do everything you have to do in the community. You're going to ball out for us,
quit
man.
Being
You're gonna ball out
politically correct, man.
He's going to ball out for us.
Don't be politically correct.
See, I'm optimistic. I know I'm going to give the boy a chance. He coming from Alabama.
I want to give him a chance too, but I want him to get his targets. Okay, when you look, look. A lot of time. Okay, hold on. I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
The top of the route. You know what the top of the route is? So I'm running a specific route.
Where you're breaking to the right or the left.
But that's the route that I'm running.
Right.
Okay, that's where I need to have that step or those 2 steps. Right? Why you touching my ice cream, man?
You want your dessert? Oh. Hey, I thought you didn't want it. Like, you looking at it.
Hey.
Put that back.
But
I got dessert.
When you look at,
I got seafood. I got everything, yo.
When you look at, if you look at him on his routes, he's open. He's open at the top of the route. If that second or that 2 seconds pass, the defender has a chance to catch up, or I'm no longer in that route. Why would you throw it to me and I'm no longer in the specific route?
Right.
You see what I mean?
Where do you project so now with the addition of John Brown, where do you project our lineup to be? I think we should have Henry Ruggs starting number 1, John Brown starting number 2, Hunter Renfrow starting 3, and then the other Our other homie.
What do you think about Edwards though? I know he was injured, but he's a good
rookie,
player.
yeah, he's gonna have to get in the mix. Edwards,
Mm-hmm.
Brian Edwards, yeah, he's gonna get in the mix for sure. But he has to prove his spot. Nobody's gonna give it to him. You know what I'm saying? So Henry Ruggs, the same thing. You can't just go into camp thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna be starting every week." You have to earn your spot every week in practice. So practice makes perfect. Why you think the Patriots been good for all these years? It's all about practice. They talking about no days off, no days off. Like, come on, no other team do that. You know what I'm saying? That tell you right there. So the Raiders, they picked up another defensive end. What do you think about that? Yannick Ngakoue.
Oh man,
It's a big boy. 6'2", 246 pounds, 25 years old, coming out of Maryland. Last season he had 23 tackles, 8 sacks, 4 forced fumbles.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, in his career he had 45.5 sacks. So about 45 sacks in his career. And he hasn't been playing that long.
That's what I'm talking about.
So Yannick Ngakoue, that proves to you the Raiders are going in the right direction and signing these key young defensive ends.
Yeah.
To get after that quarterback. And Cleveland Farrell, that's what I was talking about. You better watch your back, Cleveland Farrell, because when they sign Yannick Ngakoue, you better watch your back, because if you don't make plays, you're going to that bench.
No.
And you already know that.
Cleveland ain't got nothing to worry about.
Nah, they gonna put him at linebacker.
You know why?
If he don't
Because he's Mark Mayheim's first draft pick as an Oakland Raider.
and he don't produce,
He's gonna get the benefit of the doubt. Even if they got to move him inside and he played D tackle. He's not going nowhere. He's gonna get his opportunities. He is going to be highlighted. And I appreciate that. You know, he's not what everybody thought he was. Or what he should have been at that position where he was picked. But I think that he get the opportunity to play outside now. We brought in some big heads in the middle that's going to draw those double teams. These guys got sacks in their careers. They got tackles for losses.
right?
These guys, that's what you need. When you don't have the heat, when the heat is not coming, you're able to double down on people. You're able to double people, and you can the chip block is easier to get off. But if you have somebody in the middle who's going to draw double teams, who's the brother we just got from San Francisco?
Right. So we have Solomon Thomas.
Right.
Coming from San Francisco. You know, last season he only had like 2 tackles.
But he was injured this whole year.
He was injured, but through his career he had 6 sacks. So only in like 4 years, you coming up with 6 sacks in your whole career. So maybe the Raiders know something we don't know. You know, Solomon Thomas, solid player. You have to get to that quarterback. No excuses. No ifs, ands, or buts. Get to the quarterback, and your career will expand for sure. Solomon Thomas, but you're a Raider now.
So but you know he's like a third overall pick.
Yeah, he's
in that draft.
He's coming from Stanford, so you know
he's a third overall pick. So the potential is there, the upside is there. So we want to see this young man. We want to see this young man get healthy.
Get to that quarterback.
The word is that he is healthy,
wow.
And that when he is healthy, he's a big man. He's gonna plug the middle. He's going to draw double teams. He's going to free up people like Max Crosby and Cleveland. We're going to have the pressure that we wanted. And Arden Key, I like Arden Key because Arden Key has that first step. And if that pressure and that pocket is collapsing, he's right there. So we have.
Well, he got to show us something too.
He has a rotation.
He got to show us something.
We got he gets in the rotation, and he gets his opportunities. Arden Key is a star player. Don't let him go without getting something for him because he's going to be a star.
Right. Going back to the old cliche, practice makes perfect. If you practice good, you play good, you feel good, you eat good, you live good. Everybody's happy. The wife's happy. The dog's happy. The kid's happy. You good.
But he can play.
That's what I'm saying.
He can play.
course.
So
the Raiders bring back Richie Incognito. What do you think about that? He's gonna boost up our line. He was hurt last season, so.
well, you have to, like Richie, even though he had a little problems.
It's okay. Everybody get a little.
Down.
Everybody
Down,
man.
get crazy down there in Florida, But we like nastiness, you know what I'm saying? I'll be watching film on Richie. He try to do his best. He do his best, cause he nasty.
He get down in the trenches. In the trenches, he's good.
But,
Richie
it
Incognito.
looks like his lateral movement is disintegrating. If the player get a quick step on him, he
hold that
has
block
problems,
for us. Hold that block, Richie.
problems recovering. But in the run game, he's nasty. So I like him. I'm happy that he's back. I don't have a problem with him being nasty. Just don't cost us any yardage.
All right, thanks for tuning in once again, y'all. This is G2, G1. Thank y'all for liking, subscribe, and tell us what y'all think about our show. All right, have a great night.
Go Raiders.